It's Ash from Super Videos back for another Walking Dead video. This is gonna be a somewhat of a different video. In this video, we're gonna be taking a look at who is the best villain in the TV show. That's actually a very interesting topic, and I see a lot of discussion in the comment section about who's better, the governor or Negan. And some people even say Shane is a better villain. I think after a poll they did, they found that Shane was the best villain, or fans voted for Shane being the best villain. But in my opinion, I don't see Shane as a villain. I don't know why, but I just don't see Shane as a villain. He is not the protagonist, but I don't see him as a villain or as the villain of the show or the series. So because of that, I don't include Shane in my list because I just don't see Shane as a villain. I see him as an antagonist and somewhat of a bad guy, but I don't see him as a villain necessarily. So that's why he's basically out of the picture. But other than that, at least in the TV show, there are only two villains that I see that are top contenders as being the best villains. The first one is the governor and the second one is Negan, not in that order. Now, who is my favorite villain or the best villain in my opinion? That has to be Negan. And that's not because I think that he is a better villain per se, but rather the actor that brings Negan to us, Jeffrey Dean Morgan, does an amazing job, and because of that, I feel that Negan is the best villain, in my opinion, because of Jeffrey Dean Morgan's performance. I think Jeffrey Dean Morgan is charismatic, he is intimidating, at times he's funny, at times he is very dark and very scary. So I feel that he has everything to make Negan an unstoppable force in terms of the best villain. Now for the governor, although I like David Morrissey as the governor, and I feel that the governor in the TV show is a good villain, I think that the governor in the TV show has been toned down, and because of that toning down, it kind of took away from some of the elements from the comics that made the governor so amazing as a villain. So because of that, I think that Negan is by far the best villain The Walking Dead has ever seen. Favorite character. He is the top 5 for sure, but he's not at number 1. But in the TV show, I feel like Negan is pretty much up there with Rick and Daryl being my favorite character. So I feel that Negan could very well be the best villain The Walking Dead has ever seen in the TV show. But I want to know your opinions about this. Who do you think is the best villain in the TV show? Do you think it's Negan? Do you think it's the governor? Or do you think that it's actually Shane and that you view him as one of the villains? Or do you think that it's somebody else that I didn't mention, like the Alpha Wolf, like Gareth from the Hunters, Dawn from the hospital group, or maybe somebody else? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. That's it for this video. See you next time for another super video.